Welcome back to our RBT practice session. In this video, we'll walk through 12 questions from the measurement section of the RBT exam. Each one is based on real-world scenarios. Without further ado, let's get started. Question number 1. James is preparing for his therapy session by gathering data sheets, timers, and reviewing previous notes. However, he forgets to check if the client's behavior plan was updated. What is the most important reason why proper preparation is essential before collecting data? A. It helps reduce client anxiety. B. It ensures procedural fidelity and accurate data. C. It saves time setting up reinforcers. D. It lets the supervisor skip observing. The correct answer is B. It ensures procedural fidelity and accurate data. Proper preparation ensures that the RBT follows the correct procedures as outlined in the client's behavior plan. Missing updates or using outdated materials can lead to incorrect implementation and inaccurate data, ultimately affecting the client's progress. Now for the wrong answers. A is wrong because while reducing client anxiety is helpful, it's not the core reason preparation is essential. C is incorrect, since saving time is a convenience, not a critical factor. D is not right, because supervisors still need to observe sessions regardless of how prepared the RBT is. That's why answer B is the strongest choice. Question number 2. During a 15-minute session, Olivia counts each time her client flaps his hands. What type of measurement procedure is Olivia using? A. Duration. B. Rate. C. Frequency. D. Partial interval. The correct answer is C. Frequency. Frequency recording counts how many times a specific behavior occurs within a session. Olivia is recording each hand flap, which makes this a clear case of frequency, a type of continuous measurement. Now for the wrong answers. A is not correct because duration focuses on how long a behavior lasts, not how many times it happens. B refers to frequency over time, but Olivia isn't calculating per-minute rates here. D is incorrect as partial interval records whether a behavior happens at any point during a time segment, not how often. Frequency fits best in this context. Question number 3. Every 10 minutes, Mia looks at her client and records whether he is humming at that exact moment. What type of discontinuous measurement is Mia using? A. Partial interval. B. Whole interval. C. Momentary time sampling. D. Latency. The correct answer is C. Momentary time sampling. Momentary time sampling checks whether a behavior is occurring at a specific point in time, usually the end of an interval. Mia is observing at the end of each 10-minute segment, which matches this method perfectly. Now for the wrong answers. A is wrong because a partial interval involves observing the entire interval and marking if the behavior happened at all. B requires the behavior to last the whole interval, which isn't described here. D is unrelated, as latency measures the time between a prompt and a behavior, which Mia isn't tracking. That's why momentary time sampling is the right match. Question number 4. After a session, Jake counts how many puzzles the client completed as evidence of task engagement. What type of measurement is Jake using? A. Duration recording. B. Permanent product recording. C. Frequency recording. D. Partial interval recording. The correct answer is B. Permanent product recording. Permanent product recording involves evaluating the result or outcome of a behavior, not the behavior itself. In this case, Jake looks at completed puzzles, which serve as physical evidence of task engagement. Now for the wrong answers. A is incorrect, because Jake isn't measuring how long the client worked on puzzles. C doesn't fit, because he's not counting each instance of behavior, just the finished products. D is unrelated because partial interval refers to observing behaviors during intervals, not measuring final results. So permanent product recording is the best fit here. Question number 5. Lily tracks the number of her clients' aggressive outbursts over 2 weeks and wants to show the trend visually. Which type of graph is most appropriate? A. Pie chart. B. Line graph. C. Histogram. D. Bar graph. The correct answer is B. Line graph. Line graphs are commonly used in ABA to show how behaviors change over time. They allow RBTs to identify patterns, trends, and the effectiveness of interventions clearly across sessions. Now for the wrong answers. A is incorrect because pie charts only show parts of a whole and don't illustrate trends over time. C. Histograms are better suited for showing distributions within categories, not tracking change. D. Bar graphs can compare categories, but they're not ideal for showing data across multiple time points. Question number 6. A session note reads, "Client was being disrespectful." Which of the following is a more appropriate, observable, and measurable way to describe the behavior? A. Client was aggressive. B. Client said no and walked away when asked to clean. C. Client had a meltdown. D. Client ignored instructions. The correct answer is B. The client said no and walked away when asked to clean. Describing behavior in observable and measurable terms ensures consistency and objectivity. Saying no and walking away is specific and can be confirmed by other observers. Now for the wrong answers. A is too vague and could mean different things to different people. C is also unclear and emotionally loaded, making it hard to measure. D is somewhat better, but still not as specific as option B. Option B stands out as the most concrete description. Question number 7. An RBT forgets to bring the data sheet and decides to recall the client's behaviors from memory after the session ends. What is a major risk associated with this practice? A. It reduces paperwork. B. It helps the client feel relaxed. C. It ensures accurate documentation. D. It results in unreliable data and may affect treatment accuracy. The correct answer is D. It results in unreliable data and may affect treatment accuracy. Relying on memory increases the chance of forgetting or misreporting behaviors. This can lead to incorrect conclusions and poor treatment decisions. Now for the wrong answers. A is not relevant. Reducing paperwork doesn't justify inaccurate data. B may sound nice, but relaxation isn't the focus here. C is the opposite of what actually happens when recording from memory. This is why D best captures the problem with this practice. Question number 8. During a 60-minute session, the client screamed 6 times. What is the rate of screaming per hour? A. 2. B. 6. C. 3. D. 1. The correct answer is B. 6. Rate is calculated by dividing the number of occurrences by the total length of time observed. Since the session lasted 60 minutes and there were 6 screams, the rate is 6 per hour. Now for the wrong answers. A is wrong. That would imply fewer instances than were actually observed. C and D are both underestimates based on the data provided. Answer B accurately reflects the client's rate of behavior. Question number 9. A client screamed for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and 60 seconds during 3 separate episodes. What is the average mean duration of screaming? A. 40 seconds. B. 45 seconds. C. 50 seconds. D. 60 seconds. The correct answer is B. 45 seconds. To calculate the average, you add all the durations together. First, 30 seconds plus 45 seconds gives you 75 seconds. Then add 60 more seconds, which totals 135 seconds. Now divide 135 by 3, because there were 3 episodes. The final result is 45 seconds. Now for the wrong answers. A is incorrect because it underestimates the actual average. C overestimates the mean. And D reflects only the longest duration. The most accurate calculation leads us to 45 seconds. Question number 10. During a 10-minute observation, Sarah marks yes if her client talks at any point during each 1-minute interval. What type of recording is she using? A. Whole interval. B. Momentary time sampling. C. Partial interval. D. Frequency. The correct answer is C. Partial interval. Partial interval recording involves marking the behavior if it happens at any time during the interval. Sarah is noting yes whenever the client speaks during any part of each minute. Now for the wrong answers. A is incorrect, because the whole interval would require the behavior to last the entire minute. B checks only at the end of each interval, which isn't what Sarah is doing. D counts the number of occurrences, which isn't described here. Partial interval best captures the data collection method used. Question number 11. An RBT writes in the session note, "Client acted strange." What is a better way to phrase this, using observable and measurable terms? A. Client appeared confused. B. Client looked off. C. Client stared at the wall for 10 seconds without responding. D. Client was not himself. The correct answer is C. Client stared at the wall for 10 seconds without responding. This is an observable and time-bound behavior that another observer can verify. It avoids interpretation or labeling the client's mental state. Now for the wrong answers. A and B are vague and subjective. They rely on personal interpretation. D is too general and emotional, lacking clear behavior. C offers a measurable and consistent way to document behavior. Question number 12. Ben is graphing data showing the percentage of intervals during which his client remained seated during a 20-minute session. What kind of summary measure is this? A. Count. B. Rate. C. Percentage. D. Duration. The correct answer is C. Percentage. Ben is showing the proportion of intervals where the behavior occurred, expressed as a percentage. This helps compare across sessions even when total intervals vary. Now for the wrong answers. A refers to the total number of times a behavior happened, not proportion. B requires dividing by time, which isn't shown here. D focuses on how long the behavior lasted, not how often it happened within intervals. This makes percentage the most appropriate summary here. And that wraps up our 12 question for the measurement section. Don't forget to check out our other videos and visit our website to take free full-length RBT practice tests yourself at home. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.